So this is a review of the Sena 10C EVO. I actually just upgraded from the Sena 10C. It's the original one. And I've had this for probably like 3 years. Yeah, probably about 3 years. My quality was okay with this regular 10C. The battery life, it was pretty crappy. I had to recharge this pretty much every day, just doing my normal work commute. But to give you an idea as far as the size comparison, they're pretty similar in size. I mean, we're not talking about much savings as far as space. I'm able to fit this in my helmet and my comm unit without dismantling it. I'm able to fit that in my right saddlebag for the Yamaha FJR 1300. The mounting bracket is the same for both the 10C and the EVO. The speakers are going to be the same from what I've noticed. I haven't seen her. I mean, granted, this is the same setup as my 10C. I didn't change the mounting. I kept my new EVO one in the box. So, I mean, it all functions the same. I didn't see the specs any differently as far as speakers, but I mean, here's the lens, and then you adjust the tilt for the to make it horizontal. And ultimately, I'm actually very happy with this. I wish there's a couple of things I wish it was better on. The daytime video is great. I really like it. Way better than the 10C. The 10C is 1080p and the 10C EVO is a 4K. 30 frames per second. Same with the 10C. I wish it was 60 frames per second. I'm sure that's a lot of everybody's comment. They wish it was 60 frames per second, especially since it's supposed to be an action camera. But ultimately, the daytime footage, I can capture license plates, and I'm going to show you some video footage of just the daytime. And you'll notice that I can capture license plates that are vehicles that are directly beside me on the right lane or the left lane, and depending on the angle, I can actually capture license plates 2 lanes far away from me. And you can zoom in and so forth, and obviously the zooming capability for a 4K is way better than the 1080p. The night video, you'll see it. I'll show it in my video. The night footage sucks big time on this camera. So I have the ThinkWare M1 dual camera, and I have a video for that as well, a review and also an install video. And the nighttime footage on my M1 is way better than the 10C EVO. I mean, the night footage on this is, it's god awful. I mean, it's very grainy. But you'll see, and you'll make your determination. I was contemplating big time. Was it worth it? Was it really worth the upgrade? The 10C to the EVO, and I'm glad I made the upgrade. I mean, it's way better quality. I can make out license plates way better on this. Better pictures. Functions pretty similar. And the battery life I think is a lot better. It can also hold a higher capacity memory card. It holds 64 gigabytes versus the 10C. It's only 32 gigabytes. Now, the memory card is toward the bottom, pretty similar to the setup as the 10C. The memory right here. Memory card's toward the bottom, and the 10C is toward the bottom. I actually like the doors on the 10C way better than the EVO. I like that better. The flap for the charging port it's sometimes a little bit of a pain. You'll get used to it, to plug in the USB port. It's a micro USB port. You'll get used to plugging this in to charge it, but it just doesn't make much sense. Depending on, I guess, depending on what state you're in, if you experience a lot of rain or if you ride in the rain at all. Some people are fair weather riders, but I ride pretty much any weather except snow and except snow. And I just hope that water doesn't seep through here. It's supposed to be water resistant, but we'll see. This one I've written in rain, and there hasn't been any issues. And granted, the charging port's on the bottom. And this one, I've heard some reviews where this door flap actually broke off, and then now this whole thing's exposed. So that would be crappy. And some people complain about how hard it is to push this back in, because you'll notice, okay, like for this, boom, easy. Push it in, no big deal. It's in. With this, you push it in and it just like flops back out, you know. But there's a way. You just press in like the tip of your finger toward the middle, and then it stays in. You just have to play with it a little bit. You'll get used to it. But ultimately, I'm happy with it. I look forward to Sena upgrading this in a couple years, hopefully with some better arrangements of the ports and better doors and better night footage or night recording. Much better, I hope. Anyway, that's my review, and I'll show you some video. And the application for the Sena 10C EVO, and they actually have this camera application for various others, such as their helmet camera, the 10C Pro, which is, I believe, a 2K camera that looks just like this camera, but all black. And this application is crap right now. They need to fix it. Sena advertises that the device, the 10C EVO, can wirelessly stream video to your phone, okay, via the app, and you can download or view your recordings that's on your micro SD card. Well, you can't right now, and there's numerous complaints that other people can't either. So hopefully Sena fixes it. It's probably just a bug in the software. Maybe it's just phone issues as far as maybe an iPhone works or a different Android works. The one I'm using is a Samsung Galaxy S8. So maybe a newer phone works. I don't know. But there's numerous complaints about it. So you first go to the live view to actually set it up, and you align your camera settings. And that's what this little gray lever is for. Moving it right or left to adjust the horizontal levelness. And then you can actually, through this app, you can take a picture remotely. Take a picture like that, or record video by pressing the red dot. And then you can go to settings with this little tool icon. You can select photo mode is single shot or like bursts, video mode. So for video mode, you can select video recording mode or the time-lapse mode, normal recording mode. I chose the loop recording mode. That way you don't have to worry about your SD card or your micro SD card being full, and it'll just constantly record over old footage. You can also select your video resolution to 4K, it's going to be the 2160p or the 2K 1440p, etc. And you can go down to 1080p, 60 frames per second if you desire. I tested that, and I like the 4K 30 frames per second better than the 10K, or better than the 1080p 60 frames per second. I was able to make out the license plates a lot better from a distance, so it was better zooming, etc. So 4K is the way to go if that's what you're aiming for. Let's see. Video microphone gain, that's pretty useless, the microphone, if you're using it on your motorcycle. Date caption, it'll show the date and time on the very bottom right of the video. And the date format, and format SD card. That way you don't have to remove the SD card from the unit, you can just do it remotely. That's a good feature. There's also a way to do it by a sequence of buttons on the device itself, but this is easier. So pressing this, it's kind of like your gallery icon for your phone. Well, I press this, and what? Where's my videos? It like taunts me. It shows. It's like, okay, it's going to come up. Oh, it's not there. It doesn't work. Oh, is it gonna? No, it doesn't work. See, it sucks. This freaking application sucks. It only right now. It only works to align your camera. That's it. To stream, no. At least not for this Samsung Galaxy S8. Maybe for a newer phone. I don't know. But shoot, if you have this device and you're actually watching this video thinking maybe your device is having issues, well, it's not. Maybe if yours actually works for your phone, please put in the comments. Please put in the comments what phone you use. Maybe that will help. All right, thank you very much for watching the video. Give me a thumbs up if this video even helped you. All right, bye-bye.